During life, we usually have people we care about and love, someone we look up to and idolize. Sometimes it's nice to share with the world a person we really enjoy spending time with and making memories with. That person's my dad. My dad is a great man. He's level-headed and has always been there for me and my family. I'd like to share with you some of the great memories that me and my family have of my dad. Tom Andrews was born in August of 1952. That's right. In the small town of Camden, Arkansas. If I remember correctly from what he said, he was one of the first babies born in OCMC. He grew up in Buena Vista, not far from Camden. He was raised by Romy and Beatrice in a country home across the road from railroad tracks, along with his brothers, Benny and Bill. My father graduated from Stevens, Arkansas in 1970. Their class saying was, "We're the best there'll ever be because we're the class of 70. I feel now you know a little bit about my dad, but let me let you know how awesome he is. Most kids would say their dad was the coolest dad. Well, I knew that my dad was the coolest. My dad drove a big rig for a living, from a young age until retirement. Now, I don't know about you, but knowing someone with a big truck when you're young is pretty cool. But being able to say it was your dad is even cooler. As a young boy, I got to ride all over the United States. I bet I saw over 35 states before I was 16 years old. I had some of the best memories in that truck with my dad. We talked about many things. I learned many life lessons. He taught me how to manage finances. He taught me about life and how to be a man. Now, this being Arkansas, we like to hunt and fish a lot. Our favorite place to go is my grandparents' house on the Washita River in Taste Bluff. My dad and my uncle Benny owned a good bit of land to hunt on, and the river was a great place to fish. Dad and I would sit on the stand together whenever I was small. We would bring a coffee can heater, sodas, and maybe a snack. I don't think it really helped much with the hunt, but Andrews liked to stay fed. I remember killing my first deer. It was a spike. We looked in the woods for 20 or 30 minutes. When we finally found it, Dad helped me drag it home. I'll always remember Dad's face whenever I killed my first deer. Fishing was a different story. I couldn't fish worth a hoop. Sometimes we fished with a pole, but net fishing, now that's where it's at. We would net fish almost every weekend. Dad sat in front, I was always in the middle, and Granddaddy was the one on the motor. I remember some mornings we would catch hundreds of fish. Should I be telling about all this? We had fried fish all the time. Now that's good eating. Every Sunday we would wake up early, eat breakfast, and every Sunday we would wake up early, eat breakfast, and go to church. During church, my sister and I knew to sit down and behave. All it took was one good shake of the finger from Dad to let us know to quit cutting up. We always did what we were told. Okay, maybe not always. We tried our best, and Dad was always more than fair with us. After church, we would always eat a cooked dinner and watch NASCAR race. It was a family tradition. We loved watching NASCAR with Dad. It was a hoot. As we got a little older, we found reruns of Hee Haw on RFD TV, and we started watching those every Sunday night, 7 o'clock. We watched Lulu, Roy Clark, and Grandpa act like goofballs every Sunday afternoon. My dad always took us places. One of the most frequent places we went to is my grandparents' house on Taste Bluff on the weekend. Not just for the hunting and fishing, but to eat and spend time with the family. Dad always raised us to be very family oriented. We would also travel to other places like Oaklawn and Texas Motor Speedway. I remember those cold mornings in the line at Oaklawn before they would open. Those were some of the coldest memories of my childhood. We always got a good seat though. Texas Motor Speedway was pretty awesome. It was so loud we had to wear earmuffs. There's nothing like seeing a bunch of cars go over 180 miles an hour in person. My dad has made an impact on my entire family. Dad has always been fair with discipline as well as with rewarding. If we did anything wrong, he always disciplined us accordingly. But when we did good, he always let us know that he was proud. We always knew if Dad told us something, we could take it to the bank. And that's true to this day. My mother often reminds us that he is the best husband in the world. My sisters and I think he's the best dad. He's always funny, with a quick fun to almost anything. On top of all this, he's one of the best cooks I've ever met. My dad is a great man. He's taught me and my family a lot, and I'm happy to call him my father. We should always remember where we came from and who our loved ones are, because those people make us who we are in life. I don't know who all of you look up to,